Good morning.
Look at you on the deck, backyard. Got a lovely umbrella going. You got the
Do
coffee
you
cup.
like that? It's not raining. It's not raining and it's not sunny. I don't know why I have an umbrella up, but and you're breaking up on me. I think. What's that, Eric? I'm having trouble hearing you. You're choppy or I'm choppy.
Hey, Mike. I think it's me. We're driving,
What's that?
so I think it's a little bit choppy where we're at.
All right. I think I can hear you now.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're running or heading to a run, so I'm in the car, so it might be a little wonky.
All right.
Yeah.
We
So
can deal with one.
yeah, let's see if we can get through this thing here.
All right.
Um, so I thought today we would talk a little bit about rest. If you look at my face, you could probably see I didn't get enough of it last night. Um, and I know that it's hugely important for us athletes to run or cycle, walk, play sports, whatever. Recovery and rest is key. So, do you have any tips for folks on how to maybe get proper rest and then, like, why it's such an important thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you hear me? Okay.
I can, yeah, I gotcha.
All right. So rest is a topic I really like talking about because I was a self-proclaimed insomniac and night worker for so many years, and I would brag about functioning on 4 hours of sleep, but that caught up to me health-wise. It wasn't doing great, and most of us can survive on lack of sleep, but we don't really thrive on the lack of sleep. So I'd love to start by talking about sleep and what we need to do about that.
Yes, yes, please.
And as we speak, as of 1 minute ago, at my Run Strong Facebook page, there will be. I think it's going to be going now. We're going to. I'm sharing a PDF for sleep routine hits. I knew we were going to be talking about rest and sleep today.
Hmm.
What I can do is I can send it to you as well. You can put it in your show notes. People can download for free. Just send
Yeah,
it to me.
that'd be fantastic
Yeah, yeah.
because
So
that sleep routine thing is huge and something that I know I need to work on. I know I can have I have good days and then I have bad days, and I
yeah,
know that if I can settle into that routine, that it's super helpful. Because I know when I go for my run in the morning, like one of the reasons why I can get out the door and do it is because I kind of have a routine. Bless you, Christine. I have a
that's
routine,
good.
and so I lay out my clothes before the night before. I wake up, I put them right on, got my coffee, sit, hang out for like 10, 15 minutes drinking coffee, and then I know, okay, I got to get going. So
Yeah,
having the routine has been huge for me getting out
yeah.
the door. I just need to add it on at the end so I
Perfect.
can get to bed. So what do we got? What's a good
All
sleep
right.
routine to get into?
So there's a few different ways you can approach this. And I'll give kind of what I've used personally and what I try to teach to some of my patients and clients and people that I talk with. And it could be a little different for everyone, but my sleep routine usually starts at least an hour, if not 2 hours before I go to bed. So the first thing we do is we dim all the lights in the house. So I have most of the my rooms on dimmer switches. So instead of having super bright bulbs going on, we start to dim it um, usually about 2 hours before bed. Because what we don't want is those bright lights beaming into our eyes, and then it kind of mimics daylight and triggers our brain to not head towards the direction of rest and sleep, right? Because
Yeah,
we're wired to get up with the sun and go to bed with the sun, but because of Thomas Edison and the invention of the light bulb, that doesn't happen, right? We can
it's
be up
gone
all
though.
night long
Yep.
doing what we need to do. Yeah, so dim the lights, number one.
Got
Get
it.
yourself ready to get into that sleep mode. Another thing I do is I try to get off this device that you and I are on right now,
Oh, yes.
usually within an hour before I go to bed.
All right. So you're like, do not
There goes my
disturb
umbrella.
mode. Oh, well, hey, look at that. So you like flip on like
The wind just took my umbrella down.
that happened to us yesterday. You know, it was awful. We had like an umbrella like that, and we have like a outdoor table that was glass. So like wind took the umbrella
Oh, no,
and
great.
the thing just shattered. So it was brutal. But
Wow.
anyway,
Yeah.
I digress.
All right. So you are talking about the phone.
yeah.
What,
So
what I
you
do with
like
the phone,
you're
right?
turn it off.
I try my best, and I'm not perfect. But before, at least an hour before I go to bed, I try to be done with emails, done with anything I need to do on my phone or my computer. Because one, you don't want to have your brain wired like sleeping, and I got to post about this, I got to email that, I got to do this, I can't forget to do that, because that just gets your brain all fired up. But
Yep.
also similar to what the lights in the your house would do, the blue lights that are emitted off this machine trigger our brain. It's almost like having a cup of Joe. The brain activity gets a little bit high, so our brain is not going into that rest mode.
Gotcha.
So dim the lights and then shut the phone down as soon as you can. And that was hard to do because I've got people texting and people are up till 9, like 10:30, 11:30 at night on their phone, and they're trying to contact me. But I'm on do not disturb or airplane mode, usually, hopefully about 30 to 60 minutes before I go to bed. So that's trick number 2.
Cool.
Now I know what some people are going to say. Well, I need because we put our phones in the kitchen. We don't bring them into the bedrooms.
Oh,
Every once in a while, I'll have to if I'm expecting a really important phone call or family matters, whatever. But you got to get it out of there.
Right.
If it has to be in your room for whatever reason, put it on the airplane. If you can get it out of the room, get it out of the room. Get an alarm clock. You don't need your phone for your alarm clock.
That's true. They
Right?
do have alarm
Eric,
clocks.
They do, and didn't you say you would buy all your listeners alarm clocks if they needed?
Did I say that? I don't remember saying that. We'll have to. We'll rewind the tape. We'll rewind the tape and we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, an alarm clock is an actual thing. I've seen them in hotels that I go to.
Yes, you can buy them very inexpensively for like $12, $15 at a pharmacy or Walmart or something. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So that's trick number 2.
Yeah.
All right. And then number 3 is I do a brain dump.
A what?
A brain dump.
A brain dump. Okay.
Brain dump. Not a dump, but a brain dump.
Like it's like one of those, but for your brain.
You got it. It's exactly what it is. Because I got a lot of stuff going on in here, and you can tell I have a lot of stuff going on in here because I've got a lot of gray hair. But if you go to bed with all these things, all these to-dos and things you're concerned and worried about, then that's going to keep you up and it's going to keep the brain going. So I have I got a little pad near my bed. Write down everything that's on my mind, whether it's productive or not. I just write it down. The act of writing it down takes it out of the brain, gets it out of your body. You can get into a little more relaxed state.
Interesting. So like kind of like a journal, but like just to get all your stuff out.
Yes, exactly.
So because I know I've had nights where I'm sleeping or trying to sleep, and it's just like, what do I have to do tomorrow? What am I going to do at work? How am I going to schedule everything out? And then just like maybe I have an idea about a blog post or a Instagram post or a video or something. So
and the wheels are turning, right?
Write it down, baby. Write it down.
Yeah. Write it down.
Get it out of school because your phone's not in there. You can't type it in your phone. You're talking pen and paper.
Very good point, Eric. Because your phone should not be there, so you need good old-fashioned pen and paper.
Yes.
Because you don't want to be looking at the screen, right?
I've seen pen and paper at hotels I've stayed at.
You've seen that too?
I've seen that. It's a thing.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know if they still make it, but yeah.
There's some, I think there's just like leftovers laying around. I don't think they still make that stuff. But, all right, write it down.
All right. So that's number 3.
Okay,
all right.
Cool.
Number 4 is take a hot bath. or a hot shower before you go to bed.
Before bed? That sounds lovely.
Doesn't it?
It
And it
does.
is lovely if you get nice and clean. But the hot water not only, I mean, it can help relax you. People like hot baths, but the trick is when you get out of a hot shower, a steam room, a sauna, or a hot bath, your body goes into effect. That cooling effect having the sleep during the sleep cycles. So that cooling effect kind of tricks your body into getting a little more restful. So it's that cooling after the nice and hot bath and shower that's most effective for rest. So I usually try to do that about 30 minutes before.
Gotcha. Now, do you go full like 9 yards with like candles, some aromatherapy stuff?
No, I don't. That would be lovely though. I would
Right?
enjoy that. I can admit it on Instagram Live. I would enjoy it. A little that.
I'm sure you would. Cool. So bath or shower?
Yeah.
30 minutes before.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually bought ourselves an anniversary gift and got an infrared sauna, and we use that.
Wow, that sounds fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Now,
You can come over and try it.
all right. Can I make it part of my bedtime routine to go to your house and hop in the
Yeah, you
sauna?
just need to have an Uber waiting so they can zip you home because you got to be in bed in 30 minutes. You don't want to be driving after that.
Gotcha. Cool. So, all right, that's tip number 4. How many tips do we have?
I've got
25 tips,
2 more.
30 tips.
No, I got 2 more. That's it.
2 more. All right, cool.
All right. Mike's 5 tips for a lovely sleep.
All right, cool.
So, read something.
All right, read.
Right? Do not read your phone. Do not read a Kindle. Do not read an iPad. Get rid of the screens. Get a good old-fashioned book, and don't get a book about. Yeah, don't get a book about politics. Don't get a book about pandemic viruses. Don't get a book about the state of affairs of the human race in the United States right now. Don't get anything that's stressful. Get a good old book that could be on the boring side and just flip through pages, read that. After you do your brain dump, now you got that. That helps just kind of calm you down and take your brain away from anything that could be stressing you.
All right.
Right?
Good old-fashioned book.
Look, they make those still.
They still
Have you seen those in hotels?
I have seen books in hotels.
Yeah. There's usually like a cover, and then you open it like this.
Yeah, like they're made of paper.
Paper. Yeah. And do you know paper comes from trees?
I know, it's terrible, right? Destroy the planet just so we can get to bed.
Yeah, I know. We'll plant. They're planting more when they cut them down.
That's good to hear.
That's not a reason to use your phone.
So if I have like an old chemistry book laying around, that book you're right to sleep back. Okay, so
then do that.
All right, cool, got it.
Absolutely. Mine would be like, what am I reading now? I'm reading The Last Lecture right now.
The Last Lecture?
The Last Lecture. It's a great book about a professor who dying of cancer, and in the last few months of his life, he wrote this book. Kind of like a legacy to leave to his family, but he wrote this book about lessons of life. It's really good.
That's cool. All right. I'll
Put the book on your list. All right. Last tip.
Okay.
Is depending on your sleep environment, you want to have your room super dark, like blackout shades.
Yeah.
No night lights in your room. You want it as dark as possible.
Okay.
And if you have a noisy environment, if you live in an apartment, you've got noisy neighbors above or below, then use earplugs.
Earplugs, okay.
Yeah, they make sleeping ones that are safe to sleep in because just muffling the noise a little bit can allow you to rest. And then if you can't get all the light out, let's say you live in downtown Providence and there's like a billboard outside your window.
Yeah.
Get a mask.
Oh, all right. Okay, like a mask.
A little superhero sleep mask.
All right, cool. So dark and silent. That's the goal.
Yeah, sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah. Cool.
And if you guys listen when you go to bed, just kind of open your eyes before you fall asleep, look around and listen. You'll be surprised in how bright and not silent some homes are. So do what you can to try to do, right? Yeah.
I know when we used to own a house that was in Warwick near like airport there,
Yep.
and when we moved to where we're at, I was just like amazed at how silent it is. It's
Right.
like, wow, I
Did you
can
guys have
hear
planes
like,
going over your head all the time?
yeah, well, that like it wasn't bad, like, but at like 6 a.m. it would be like, okay, it's time to get up.
Yeah.
Um, but now it's like there's just all I can hear are bugs,
Awesome.
and
Bugs are okay.
bugs are loud, man.
They,
They get talking and they don't shut up.
you know what else is loud?
What's that? Oh yeah, the pup. Yep.
When the pup like senses a skunk or something outside, like she did at 3 o'clock this morning. Yeah, talking about you.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So try not to get the animals distracting you either. But anyway,
Yeah.
those are the 5 quick, easy tips. It'll restore health. It'll improve your health. It'll improve memory, mood, physical performance, reduce sickness, everything. There's nothing better you can do for yourself than getting some sleep. Get
Right.
some sleep.
Yeah, I remember you saying when it's your when we did our podcast together that it was you talk about your bucket analogy, and that sleep just puts a big old hole right in that bucket and helps
Yeah.
helps allow you to put more work in on the back end there after you get some sleep.
Probably the first hole, in my opinion, the first thing people should do when they're trying to improve their health, improve their performance, or just, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever it is, the first thing that should be on there is getting enough sleep.
All right.
Even
Cool.
before going to Roadrunner or going to get your shoes for your runners, like if you want to improve your running, reduce your injury, before you get new shoes, before you start a strengthening program, get your sleep hygiene, get your sleep routine in control.
Yeah, I mean that's not going to just help you with your running. It's going to help you with your life.
Yep.
You know, you might be a happier person.
You might be.
You might.
Yes,
Cool.
might smile more. Yeah.
Right. So awesome. I think we got to wrap this sucker up.
Yeah.
But I know when I do put this up as a podcast, I'll put that PDF in there, and folks will have that little routine down, and hopefully that helps them get sorted here.
Absolutely. And then maybe one of the other times we'll talk about the other R. That was the rest, but recovery. It's kind of a slightly different topic.
Yeah. So maybe next week we do a little recovery chat. Cool. Awesome. So
right.
Thanks so much for chatting with me here, Mike. I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Get your run in.
Right, get the run, and then I'm
hello,
gonna take a nap. Yep.
Take a nap.
Will do.